Hello all and welcome to online classes my dear student friends. Today we are dealing with the last session of the bridge course, and in this session we are going to complete the rest part of the chordates. And in the last part of the chordates we have left with only two classes. One is class Aves and the last one is class Mammalia. So with this we are going to wind up our bridge course as well as our foundation classes. Okay. Now regarding the previous session we came across the general characters along with some peculiarities. The same peculiarities will be continued now. Okay, now in these peculiarities what we are going to study the peculiar characteristic features of aves or the birds, and what is the peculiar characteristic feature of the mammals. So we are going to study these two aspects in this session. Okay, so with this let's start with the class aves. Class aves we also call them as birds. ಹಕ್ಕಿಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. As already we know, ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಏನದ, all the birds which are present in this entire world belongs to this class. Okay, and based on the birds, based on the discovery of new birds, we have a person who is also termed as the Birdman of India. Once we have discussed this in our previous session also, the Birdman of India. Who is he? Okay, try to identify it. Now in this session, as we are going to study the class aves, let's look at a few examples. Okay, common ಆಗಿರುವಂಥ examples ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ತದ, ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇನ್ನು ಕೆಲವೊಂದು examples ನಾವು ನೋಡೋಣ. For example, Psittacula, where it is also called as a parrot. Then the next example that we have is a Corvus, also called as a crow. Then peacock. Then apart from this, apart from flying birds, we have flightless birds also. Can you name some of the flightless birds that you commonly observe? Yes, the flightless bird, as already you know, the largest bird. Which is the largest bird? Yaudu? Yes, it is the ostrich. Now ostrich is called as the largest bird. Which is the smallest bird then? The smallest bird is hummingbird. Okay, now we have the largest bird, we have the smallest bird. Now this largest bird, ostrich, is a flightless bird because its body weight is more. Okay, ದೇಹದ ತೂಕ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹಾರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಯೂಶ್ವಲಿ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಲೋ ವೇಟ್, ಬಾಡಿ ವೇಟ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಅಥವಾ ಪಕ್ಷಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬಾಡಿ ವೇಟ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರ್ತದ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾಕೆ ಅವು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು? For flight, ಹಾರಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. Suppose if they go on increasing their body weight, then ultimately it leads to flightlessness condition. Okay, so this flightlessness condition we observe them in the ostrich. Ostrich ಒಳಗಡೆ flightlessness ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. Apart from ostrich, ಮತ್ತು ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವ which cannot fly? They are emu bird, penguin, kiwi. Okay, so all these are the flightless birds. That means class aves includes both flying birds as well as flightless birds. ಹಾರಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬರುವಂಥವು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಬರದೇ ಇರುವಂಥವು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, all comes under the category called as aves or birds. Okay, now as far as the characteristic feature is concerned, Where are birds present? They are terrestrial in habitat. Is there any bird that can live in water? ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ನೀರು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರ್ತದ? Can you think of it? Think of an example of a kingfisher. Kingfisher ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬದುಕ್ತದೆ? ನೀರು ಒಳಗಡೆನೋ ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆನೋ? Where? Kingfisher survives on the land, terrestrial medium. Then why it goes to the water? Aquatic water body ಯಾಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದ? To catch the prey. ಆಹಾರ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಹೋಗ್ತದ as it feeds on the fishes. Okay, so all these are various examples of birds. Now with this, let's look at its characters. What is the major characteristic feature of the birds? How many pairs of limbs are there? There are 4 pairs of limbs. ಅವಕ್ಕೂ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾಲುಗಳು? 4 ಕಾಲುಗಳು ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. Out of these, the 4 wings, ಮುಂಗಾಲು ಅಂತ ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ, 4 wings are modified into wings. For what purpose? For flying purpose. Okay, ಮುಂಗಾಲು ಏನಾಗಿ ಮಾರ್ಪಾಟಾಗ್ಯಾವ? Wings ಆಗಿ ಮಾರ್ಪಾಟಾಗ್ಯಾವ for the purpose of flying. They have 4 appendages. The 4 limbs are modified into wings for flight. Flight ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹಾರಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. The 4 limbs are modified into wings for their flight. What about the hind limbs? Hind limbs are scaly. Hind limbs ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಹಿಂಗಾಲು ನೋಡ್ರಿ scales ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. They are scaly and they have digits. Digits ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. ನಾವು fingers ಅಂತ ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಇವಕ್ಕೆ digits ಅಂತಲೂ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. They have digits which helps in holding purpose. Okay, so this is one thing. And they have claws. They have claws. Claws ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ like nails. ಉಗುರುಗಳು ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. They have sharp claws also. Okay. Then next, this is for the part of flying. How about the bones? Bones ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತಾವೆ? Whether they are having more weight, whether they are hard, how it is? Bone is hollow. As a result, it reduces the body weight. Body weight ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡೋಗೋಸ್ಕರ bones hollow ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವೆ. That's why such type of bones are referred as pneumatic bones. So presence of pneumatic bones. Pneumatic bones are also called as hollow bones. You know hollow bones ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. And it is to reduce the body weight. Body weight has to be reduced. Okay, so that's why they have pneumatic bones. Then how about the teeth? Okay, they have the buccal cavity. Mouth ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. How about the teeth? Teeth are absent. Teeth are modified into beak. Beak ಇರ್ತದೆ. So presence of beak. Okay, they have beak for the purpose of feeding. Okay, ಆಹಾರ ಸೇವನೆಗೋಸ್ಕರ beak ಇರ್ತದೆ. As we have the mouth, they have the beak. And teeth are absent. Teeth ಯಾಕೆ absent ಇರ್ತಾವ? Because the body weight has to be reduced. Again, the condition is same only. Okay, so this is regarding the part. Then apart from this, the body of the animals is covered by feathers. Body is covered by feathers. We call them as a feathery body. Body is covered with the feathers, and hence we call it as a feathery body. Then apart from this, what are the various characters? Their digestive system is complete. Digestive system complete ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. Complete meaning mouth and anus with the 2 openings. We call it as a complete. How about the respiration? Respiration occurs through the lung. Okay, so they have lungs. Through the lungs they respire. And in the beak there are 2 holes openings where we also call them as nostrils, through which they intake the oxygen. Then how many chambered heart is a bird's heart? Yes, chambered heart. 2 chambered, 3 chambered or 4 chambered. Yes, chambers irthav. Yes, they have 4 chambered heart. Heart is 4 chambered. If heart is 4 chambered, how many auricles? How many ventricles? 2 plus 2. 2 auricles and 2 ventricles. So what they have? 2 auricles and 2 ventricles. So auricles and ventricles, 2 plus 2 are present. That's why it is a 4 chambered heart. Then we come across one more question. Whether they are cold blooded or whether they are warm blooded. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ಇವು? ಬಿಸಿ ರಕ್ತ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ಇನ್ ಶೀತ ರಕ್ತ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು. We use a term cold blooded, warm blooded. Have you ever touched a bird and saw? ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತಾವ? ಬಿಸಿಯಾಗಿರ್ತಾವ ಅಥವಾ ತಂಪಾಗಿರ್ತಾವ? Okay, so think of it. So the body is having a particular temperature, and hence as they possess a particular temperature, we call them as a warm blooded. So they are warm blooded. For this warm bloodedness, ಬಿಸಿ ರಕ್ತ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅದ. The technical term that we use for the warm blooded animal is homeotherms. Homeotherms meaning warm blooded animals. Okay, illinda homeotherms bartava. Aves, birds and mammals, they are warm blooded. ಬಿಸಿ ರಕ್ತ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ಇರುವಂಥವು ಇವು ಎರಡೇ. ಬಾಕಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರ ಹಿಂದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಇವು ಯಾವ ರಕ್ತ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು? ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್, ಶೀತ ರಕ್ತ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಬ್ಲಡೆಡ್ ಆ್ಯನಿಮಲ್ಸ್. ಫಾರ್ ದ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಬ್ಲಡೆಡ್ ಆ್ಯನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಎ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಟರ್ಮ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅದ. ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಪೈಕ್ಲೋಥರ್ಮ್ಸ್. ಬರೆದಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಓದ್ರಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್? ಪಾವು ಕಿಲೋ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಪೈಕ್ಲೋಥರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಪೈಕ್ಲೋಥರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಬ್ಲಡೆಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಶೀತ ರಕ್ತ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅದ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಝುವಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಝುವಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಪೈಕ್ಲೋಥರ್ಮ್ಸ್. ಪೈಕ್ಲೋಥರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಬ್ಲಡೆಡ್ ಆ್ಯನಿಮಲ್ಸ್. ಹೋಮಿಯೋಥರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ವಾರ್ಮ್ ಬ್ಲಡೆಡ್ ಆ್ಯನಿಮಲ್ಸ್. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಯಾವ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್? Whether we are cold blooded or warm blooded. Okay, think of it. Okay, so this is regarding the part. Then the animals possess cloaca. So they have cloaca. What do you mean by cloaca? We have studied it in the previous class only. Cloaca is a common opening, common passage for digestive system, excretory system, as well as a what system? Reproductive system. It is a common opening. Okay, we call it as a cloaca. Presence of a cloaca, right? So this is regarding the characteristics. How is the fertilization? Fertilization is inside the body, and they lay the egg. ಇವು ಮೊಟ್ಟೆ ಇಡುವಂಥ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು. ಕಾಮನ್ಲಿ ಯು ನೋ ದ ಎಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಫೌಲ್, ಕೋಳಿ ಮೊಟ್ಟೆ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಓಕೆ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೀಸ್ eggs are laid outside the body of the female, and hence we call these animals as oviparous. So these are oviparous animals. Oviparous ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಮೊಟ್ಟೆ ಇಡುವಂಥ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. So they are oviparous. Fertilization is internal Then after that they lay the eggs, ಮೊಟ್ಟೆ ಇಡ್ತಾವ. The egg is covered by a hard covering of a shell called as a calcium carbonate, inside which the embryo develops. Okay, so that's why development is outside the body of the female, and nutrition is by the yolk ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಗ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಯೆಲ್ಲೋ ಕಲರ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಏನಿರ್ತೈತಿ ಅದು ಯೋಕ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅದು ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ಫುಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಯುಟಿಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಆ ಮೊಟ್ಟೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಮರಿ ತಯಾರಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಹೌ ದ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋಜೆನಿಕ್ process continues in the egg. So this is regarding the part. So this is regarding the part of the class Aves. The next class is a class Mammalia, where we also call it as a class Mammals. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ Mammalia ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಥವಾ Mammals ಅಂತಲೂ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸಸ್ತನಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Now example for this, best example ಯಾವುದು? ನೀವೇ. You are a mammal, and we'll take this example man. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಒಂದದ, ಯಾವುದದು? ಮಕಾಕ. ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಮಂಕೀಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಸೈಂಟಿಫಿಕ್ ನೇಮ್ ಅದ, ಮಕಾಕ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಮಂಕೀಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅವರ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಗೋರಿಲ್ಲಾಸ್, ಚಿಂಪ್ಯಾಂಜೀಸ್, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಆ್ಯನಿಮಲ್ಸನ್ನು ಬರ್ತಾವೆ. ಸೊ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಮಂಗನಿಂದ ಮಾನವ ಅಂತನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿತೀವಿ. Now apart from this, which are the other examples that we are going to study in the mammals? So in the mammals we have other examples like kangaroo, rat, bat, ಬಾವುಲಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, rodents like rats. Then elephants, elephant ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Then Balanoptera, whales. Then so all these are the examples. You can give all the examples of wild animal that you see in the forest. So almost maximum they are included under class Mammalia. Now out of these, the biggest mammal in the world, ಜಗತ್ತಿನಾಗ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮ್ಯಾಮಲ್ ಯಾವುದು, ಸಸ್ತನಿ ಯಾವುದು? It is the whale. Then which is the largest animal on the land? ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ಲಾರ್ಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನಿಮಲ್ ಯಾವುದು? ಆನ್ ದ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ನಾಟ್ ಥ್ರೂಔಟ್ ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್, ಆನ್ ದ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್. It is an elephant. Elephant is a terrestrial largest animal. Whale is the largest animal in aquatic ecosystem. ನೀರು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು ತಿಮಿಂಗಲು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ blue whale is the largest one. Okay, now this blue whale, though it is a mammal, how it can survive in water? ನೀರಿನ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ದೇಹದ ತೂಕ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. Because it is having a lot of fat, which is also called as a blubber. Thick fat ಇರ್ತದ, ಚರ್ಬಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಥವಾ ಕೊಬ್ಬು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅದು ಥಿಕ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಬಾಡಿ ವೇಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಅಕ್ವಾಟಿಕ್ ಎಕೋಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ಬಟ್ ಈ ಉಸಿರಾಟ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ನಡೀತಿರ್ತೈತಿ? ದೇ ರೆಸ್ಪೈರ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದ ಲಂಗ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಲಂಗ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ whales, even though they are in deep oceans, for respiration it has to come to the surface of water. ನೀರಿನ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಬರಲೇಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ ಉಸಿರಾಡಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೌ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ವಾಟರ್? ಒಂದು ಸರ ಅದು ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಪ್ ಟು 20 to 30 minutes, 20 to 30 ನಿಮಿಷ ತನಕ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಹೌ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು 50 ನಿಮಿಷ ತನಕನೂ, ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇಂಜರ್, ಅವಾಗ 50 ನಿಮಿಷ ತನಕನೂ ನೀರು ಒಳಗಡೆನೇ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ವಿದೌಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್. But for its respiration it has to come to the surface of water. Okay, so this is regarding the part of Mammalia. which is the major characteristic feature of class Mammalia? Presence of mammary glands. This is the major characteristic feature of mammals, presence of mammary glands. So mammary glands are milk secreting glands, ಹಾಲು ಉಣ್ಣಿಸುವ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. So that's why they are classified under the class called as a mammalia. Then apart from this, do we have ears? Yes, we have external ear, and this is called as a ear pinna, presence of external ear pinna. Okay, you can see the ear pinna. ಆನೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಕಿವಿಗಳು ಇರ್ತಾವ, ದೊಡ್ಡ ಇರ್ತಾವ ನೋಡಿರ್ತೀರಿ, ನಮಗೂ ಅದಾವ. ಓಕೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ವೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಸಾ ದ ಇಯರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ರ್ಯಾಟ್? ಇಲಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಕಿವಿ ಇರ್ತಾವು. ಟೈಗರ್ ಡಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇಯರ್, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಯರ್ ಪಿನ್ನ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಅದರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮಲ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಯರ್ ಪಿನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. ಬಾಡಿ ಇಸ್ ಕವರ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಹೇರ್ಸ್. Body is covered by hairs, right? Then rest all the systems are well developed. Digestive system is present and it is complete. The circulatory system is present and it is well developed, and we have closed type of circulatory system. Then respiratory system is present. Nervous system is very well developed. So reproductive system is developed. All the systems are present. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. ದೆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಅದರ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್? ದೀಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮಲ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ದೇ ಮೇ ಫ್ಲೈ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಫ್ಲೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮಲ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್, ಪಾವುಲ್ಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸಿಸ್ತಾವ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ, ಸಮ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇವ್ಸ್, ಗುಹೆ ಒಳಗಡೆನೂ ಇರುವಂಥವು. ಸಮ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಟ್ರೀಸ್, some are present on the land, some may be present in water like whales. But for the respiration they have to come to the terrestrial medium, ಅಂದರೆ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವಾಟರ್ಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಉಸಿರಾಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ respiration is through the lungs. Suppose if the respiration occurs through the lungs, what type of respiration it is called as? This is called as a pulmonary respiration. Respiration through the lungs is called as a pulmonary respiration. Okay, so this is regarding the various characteristics. Fertilization is internal, development is inside the body, and they give birth to young ones, and hence the animals are said to be viviparous. What is viviparous? Hangidre viviparous antandre ಏನು? The organisms that give birth to young ones. ಯಾವ ಜೀವಿ ಮರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಜನ್ಮ ಕೊಡ್ತದನೋ ಇಂಥ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಿಗೆ ವಿವಿಪ್ಯಾರಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸಸ್ ಯಂಗ್ ಒನ್ಸ್. ದೇ ಗಿವ್ ಬರ್ತ್ ಟು ಯಂಗ್ ಒನ್ಸ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯಂಗ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನರಿಶ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮದರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್. ವಿವಿಪ್ಯಾರಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಮೊಟ್ಟೆ ಇಡುವಂಥ ಸಸ್ತನಿಗಳು ಅದಾವ? Is there any example of a mammal that releases or produces the egg? Yes, we have an exclusive example like echidna and platypus. They are egg laying mammals. These are egg-laying mammals. ಮೊಟ್ಟೆ ಇಡುವಂಥ ಸಸ್ತನಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ದೇ ಲೇ ದ ಎಗ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಫ್ಯೂ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಏವ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಮ್ಯಾಮೆಲಿಯಾ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬೈ ದಿಸ್ we are going to complete our bridge course and the foundation classes, and in the next session we are going to start with the actual chapter, where we come across a title called as a living world. ಜೀವಿ ಜಗತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಬದುಕುವಂಥ ಜಗತ್ತು ಯಾವುದು? ಜೀವಿ ಜಗತ್ತು. We are living as well as we are living with our environment, and we require the environment for our survival, for our existence, for our flourishment, and for our well-being of the species. So regarding that part, let's see in detail in the next session. Stay tuned till now. Thank you.